Hey, thanks for stopping in. As I start to get older, I begin to realize that there's never going to be a perfect time for anything. And if it's really important to you, you're going to find the time to do it, or you're going to make the time to do it. And so in today's video, I'm going to talk about one of the chapters in the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida, and that chapter is entitled, Stop Hoping for a Completion of Anything in Life. Hey, Mark Johnson here, founder, creative director of Able Ape Studios, back again with another vlog. And like I mentioned, in today's vlog, I'll be talking about, or be speaking on the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. But first, if you end up liking this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, please subscribe. And if you come up with a question, a comment, or anything on topic that you'd like to share, leave me a comment in the comment box below. I'd love to start a conversation. And then lastly, if you want to be notified on my upcoming videos, make sure to ring that bell so you will be notified. So let's get back into it. So if you're like me, or a great deal of men out there, we either know what our true gifts are, or we're still working towards understanding what our true gifts are. And I think when we get to that point, we can really better understand ourselves and what our purpose is in life. As I stated earlier, I'll be talking about a chapter in the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida, and this chapter will help bring together these ideas that I'm hoping to talk about today. I've also read and reviewed this book here on my channel, and it's definitely a great book to read. Definitely if you're a young man or even you're an older man, you can get some insight on it, on your life and how to become a better man. So I definitely recommend it. And if you're interested in checking out this video, I'll leave a link in the description box below, or you can just click here. So moving along, the chapter today that I mentioned I'll be talking about focuses on this idea of, in my own words, I would say, is as for a man, not to put off the things that your heart is nagging you to do, and do them now rather than later. So from the top of this chapter, David Deida is already asking us to secure 1 hour a day, separate 1 hour a day to do the things that our heart enjoys, that is our true gifts, that is leading us to our purpose. Do 1 hour a day. Because for most of us, we have all these other obligations that, in a sense, they're important, be it family, be it work, maybe you're doing things for the church, whatever it may be. Those things are all important. Those are all important as a man. But I think at the same time, sometimes those things we can use as a crutch or use as an excuse. As the book states right here, limited money and family obligations have never stopped a man who really wanted to do something, although they provide excuses for a man who is really not up to the creative challenge in the first place. So that statement right there is saying basically what I'm saying is that as much as a man you have obligations, you have things that are important to you, be it family, again, job, church, whatever. Those things are important, no doubt. But I think at the same time, as the statement just stated, is that none of those things have ever stopped the man who really wanted to do it, really wanted to go after what it was that he sought. But for another man, those things turned into excuses because he really wasn't about, or wasn't really up to the task. And I think also proceeding in this manner of being able to focus on the thing that you want to do and finding the time to do it, it empowers you. When you learn to do that, it empowers you. And at the end of the day, you can go to bed, going to sleep, realizing that you put the courage in for your own creativity, for your own purpose, to share your own gifts. And at times, there are things that, be it the world or be it your woman, that you tussle with, that keep you in a position where you would hope that things would change. Again, the chapter is entitled, Stop Hoping for Completion of Anything in Life. So what it's stating again is this idea of not waiting, not hoping it will end, but finding in yourself the ability to do the things that you want to do regardless. And so this statement here is really more focused on how a man should deal with a woman in this case. And it states like this: don't wait. Assume she's going to be however she is forever. If your woman's behavior or mood is truly intolerable, you should leave her and don't look back, since you cannot change her. However, if you find her behavior or mood is merely distasteful or a hassle, realize that she will be always this way. And so it's saying, you're not going to be able to change a woman. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also the reverse. You know, a woman's not going to change a man. But I think at the same time, as the book states, you're not going to change your woman. And so if you come to a point and you realize this is too much for you, you bit off way too much than you can chew, you need to leave that woman. You need to leave her as soon as you can, because you're not going to change her. And I think at the same time, it also states is that if you decide to stay with her, you know, understanding the way she is, you're going to have some tussles. You're going to have some times where things are not going to go so smoothly. And I think at the same time, you got to, as you realize that, you realize it becomes your duty now to deal with that forever. So how do you deal with that? How do you make that work? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, to have this headache all the time would be painful, right? It would be a situation where you just want to get out. And so the book states like this: learn to find humor in the unending emotional drama the feminine seems to enjoy so much. The love that you magnify may realign her behavior, but your effort to fix her and your frustration will never end. And so again, it's stating the fact that, yeah, you may be able to do some things that may qualm it for a little bit, squash it for a little bit, you know, keep things on a good mood for a minute, but it's a never-ending thing. You'll be right back at it another day, another time. And so understand that the way to kind of deal with that is have a sense of humor. You know, have a unending sense of humor for the drama that may come about in your life. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about that pushes my point across, if we go back and look at it, is this idea of completion and how do we make that work. And the book states like this: men who have lived significant lives are men who never waited for money, security, ease, or woman. Feel what you want to give most as a gift to your woman and to the world, and do what you can to give it today. Every moment waited is a moment wasted, and each wasted moment degrades your clarity of purpose. So, as we end this video on that topic, what I had stated from the beginning was this idea of what was my statement? My statement, kind of to wrap this whole chapter up, was man is not to put off what their heart is nagging them to do, and do it now. So in a sense, that's just kind of, you know, wrapping it up. But I think this whole chapter for me was enlightening, in the sense that it kind of gave me the idea that, you know, if you have a gift, you need to give it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of your obligations or whatever. And if you do have a woman, you gotta understand that when you deal with her, both the woman and the world, you have to deal with the uncertainties, you have to deal with the drama that may bring, and at the same time, you still need to love it, and you still need to give your gifts and find time to give those things. So that has been my video today. Hopefully it's been helpful to you in some way. Hope you can gain the points that I'm trying to get across. And again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, please subscribe. If you have any comments, make sure to leave those in the comment box below. I'd love to start a conversation back and forth. And lastly, if you want to be updated on any of my new videos that I'll be posting and dropping, make sure to ring that bell. And the previous chapter from this same book video will be a link to it in the description box below, or you can also click here. And so, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. I will see you on the flip side. Let's go.